when I invited her for the rap party and she showed up and I'm like, whoa, who's this hottie? And I'm like, that's you? This is the person I've been shooting with for the past 1 year? Like, if she slaps me, it'll hurt me for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Okay. But then that will be captured on screen like for eternity, na? Sometimes she would be like, अरे नहीं यार, पागल है तू, लग जाएगा. I'm like, लगने दो. मुझे टेंशन नहीं है, ठीक है, you know. It's not like you're taking me and throwing me from the 10th floor.
बुलावे की जिंदगी में फिर एक बार चैलेंजिंग कहानी बनकर, एक चैलेंजिंग चुनौती बनकर आने वाले हैं एक ऐसे कलाकार जो कि दिखाएंगे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स की प्लस एंड माइनस की साइड, यानी कि रियल साइड, द डार्क साइड ऑफ देयर लाइव्स. और दिस इज मी विशाखा पांडेत ओनली ऑन टेलीचक्कर एंड टुडे आई हैव विद मी अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट तनुज विरवानी, जिनको आप बहुत जल्दी देखेंगे अभय 3 में. तो आइए बुलाते हैं तनुज को और जानते हैं व्हाट वेंट बिहाइंड द मेकिंग ऑफ this character, the struggles, the preparations, the fun and musty, and a lot more insights from Abhay and his upcoming work.
Well, Tanuj, I would say firstly, welcome back once again on Telechakkar. I'm glad to have you here on the portal, and I would say congratulations, Abhay 3. The promo looks amazing. Expecting a lot out of it. How was your experience? I would start with that.
Well, firstly, thank you for the wonderful introduction. You know, it's always a pleasure being back on Telechakkar and chatting with you. We've had so many interactions in the past, and
yes.
you know, it's always been informative as well as fun-filled. You know, so here's hoping for another round. It's fantastic to be part of an already established franchise. You know, usually when I'm part of these OTT shows, I'm usually there from the ground floor. You know, either season 1 or in some cases, very rarely season 2. But this is the first time I've stepped into the fray so late in the game. You know, like, I mean, people are legit stoked for Abhay. It's a household name. It's been going just from strength to strength, and to be given the opportunity to play this kind of bizarrely awesome role on a show like that in this 3rd season is something I'm very, very excited for. Yeah.
You know, but then I would say still that one, the plus point being coming back with Divya because you already have worked with her, and
yeah,
playing a role that is, you know, itself has so much of grey side to it, and then exploring that. How was the entire experience of actually, you know, working on the character and then, you know, having somebody like Divya next to you because you already have a camera already set with her? How was it there?
So firstly, fantastic working with Divya again. She's been not just a wonderful co-star, but a dear friend of mine that I met during Cartel. So, you know, and I remember she and me had a chat during the Cartel rap party, and I told her, I'm like, you know, I have a good feeling that we're going to be shooting something very, very soon. Now, we didn't realize it's going to happen in the same year because we shot both Cartel as well as Abhay in 2021. But like, I think if you will something long enough and hard enough and genuinely enough, the chances of it working out are fairly good. So that's what happened. And also it was particularly gratifying for me because we both got the chance to tap into a very different part of our acting chops and our personality, you know, because there, you know, it was more of a cat and mouse game on Cartel. Over here, it's completely different. You know, they're playing like these highway killers, and they're obviously very romantically paired opposite each other. Really, really twisted couple. And
plus Cartel, you didn't even realize it was Divya onto the rap party also.
Arey, yeah, can you believe it? Yeah, like, see, I have to be the world's stupidest person. I should have just gone on Instagram and like seen now what she actually looks like. Yeah, when after 1 year of working together on Cartel, I finally, when I invited her for the rap party and she showed up and I'm like, whoa, who's this hottie? And I'm like, that's you? This is the person I've been shooting with for the past 1 year? And she's like, yeah, why do you look so shocked? I'm like, because I've met you as an old man, I've met you as an old woman, I've met you as all sorts of Ajeeb and Garib characters, but this is what you actually look like. Damn! So yeah, that was actually quite embarrassing, but it's really funny. Like, we really laugh and joke about it. So yeah.
But then I got to know one thing about you from Divya. She's like, after the scene, when there was a scene, let's say, Ladai Jhagde Ka, whatever, and in the end, you know, he's hit so badly, and yet he's like, scene mila kya? Acha mila kya? So like, what?
See, because no, I would tell Divya, like, I'm like, please don't hold back and stuff, because see, like, if she slaps me, it'll hurt me for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Okay. But then that will be captured on screen like for eternity, na? And that slap has become, we have immortalized it on screen. So for me, like, I don't mind going through all this, you know, and
if the scene comes out the best.
If the scene, yeah, because different content, different shows, different characters demand different situations, demand different sort of actions, you know. So sometimes she would be like, अरे नहीं यार, पागल है तू, लग जाएगा. I'm like, लगने दो, मुझे tension नहीं है, ठीक है, you know. It's not like you're taking me and throwing me from the 10th floor.
Yes, but then, you know, playing such a character wherein in देखा जाए तो you guys are actors, you are influencers also at a point in time because you are influencing a lot of people who are looking for your work. So you're showing a very black side, the grey side of that journey of the showbiz industry from that angle.
Yeah.
What all preparations went behind your character, I would say?
My journey's been a bit different. I'm an actor who's now on social media and I just kind of try and put out some content. But her social media game is like A+. It's like always on point. So I wanted to understand from her and also a few of my other friends who are like influencers that how are you all when the camera's on? How are you all when the camera's off? How do you all keep that facade on? How do you all keep that one, like whatever vibe you all have, different, some are cute, some are hot, some are bubbly, whatever works with their fans, with their audiences. I feel a lot of the hard work and homework was done because the script is so informative. Like it's literally like a Bible. Like I mean, when it's so well fleshed out that when I was reading the script for Abhay, I felt like I was reading a novel. Like when you're reading a novel, you literally can just shut your eyes and you are suddenly in that setting and you know exactly what's happening. You even know what the color of the sofa is. You even know, okay, is it raining outside? Is it sunny outside? It was very descriptive, very informative. So I think that really made my life as an actor a lot more streamlined, a lot more easier.
But tell me one thing, because it is, as you just said, that you've always been a part of series from the season 1 or late by late season 2. But this being a part in season 3, did you somewhere have those limitations in your head when you were approached for it? Okay, how will the audience react to this one? Will I fit in the whole show of it or not? Or the approach was so positive and maybe so informative?
No, it was I didn't think that way because see, for me, honestly, Vishaka, for me, even though it's season 3 of Abhay, for me it's season 1 of Abhay. So I approach it like I'm approaching a season 1 of a show because this is the first time that you see my character on screen. And also the format and the design, the way the show is designed is very different from a normal series, right? I mean, like when I'm usually on a show, I'll probably be like a series regular. I'll come back for subsequent seasons. In the world of Abhay, we don't know how it's going to be, but it's more like the villain of the week over here. We've got so many. We've got Vijay Raj, we've got Rahul Dev, we've got us, we had Ram Kapoor in the early seasons. So there's so many amazing actors who come, Chunky Pandey, who come and just lend themselves to the roles that they have to essay, and Abhay is going around solving and cracking all these cases. So I knew what I was signing up for, and you need to kind of manage your expectations, keeping that in mind. And as I said, because I didn't think of me joining the party late, I just felt this was season 1 for Kabir's character.
But then tell me one thing, because listening to what you're telling me, I feel you have watched Abhay. What was your feedback for it? Like, did you like the series, or whose role did you like the most?
Okay, so I dug the series, and it's really rare that a season 2 of a show can be even better than the first season. So now, because they've already set up that upward trajectory, so we are hopeful that season 3 will even be better than season 2. Massive fan of the show. I love these sort of psychological crime thrillers. He's very stoic on the outside, is Abhay, but he's got so much going on the inside. His personal life is in tatters, yet he's trying to put up a brave front. And he's like, there's this line from Mindhunter, right? Which is a show I really like about serial killers and about like similar stuff. Where the tagline of the show is like, how do you catch crazy if you don't know what crazy thinks like? And that is such a hardcore line. So I feel Abhay also fills in that same box because he needs to get into their mind to understand why they're doing what they're doing, to understand when, where, how. And that's what makes the show like it's a guilty pleasure to just see him cracking ribs and cases simultaneously. So I'm really excited, and when the casting director Kunal M. Shah got in touch with me for this show, I'm so funny. One of the worst things to ask anyone. I literally asked him. I'm like, do I get to be beaten up by Abhay? Like, does he catch me and beat me up? And he's like, what? You want to be beaten up on screen? I'm like, no, just tell me. I'm a big fan of the show. Like, so like.
और ये तो थे तनुज विरवानी, जिनसे मैं कर रही थी बात ओनली ऑन टेली चक्कर एक्सक्लूसिवली. आप मेरे साथ नीचे वाले कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना भूलिएगा कि हाउ डिड यू लाइक टुडेज इंटरेक्शन. Until then, this is me, Vishaka Patil, signing off for now. You don't forget to binge watch Abhay 3 on 8th of March only on Z5. Until then, stay tuned.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Tellychucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.